What's up, Kawasaki fans? As you can see, this is the Z125, and I'm gonna jump straight into this. I'm gonna talk about mods, all that I've done aftermarket parts wise. LED pilot bulb, Pia LED headlight, which was 142. I've done Yoshimura exhaust, Power Commander 5 on here. Rear swing arm spools, gold chain, 15-2 front sprocket, and I have done a Steady Garage 143cc big bore kit with the race head. Also, Steady Garage made me an oil cooler. Pretty sweet. Basically, I got the big bore kit because I fried my stock engine, basically. Fried the piston, it was turning brown, so getting ready to go blue and seize up. So, originally was going to order the 143cc big bore kit just to sell. Until the next day, I seen the race head popped up, and that's when I ordered the whole damn kit. Also, I have the bored out throttle body on here, Chimera ram air intake. I have a heavy duty performance clutch with stiffer springs, Barnett stiffer springs, and I have a super oil pump on here and a lighter primary gear drive also on here. Now, with the stock head and bore on the Z125, and with the exhaust and the Power Commander 5, when we dynoed it, I was doing about 9.50 to 10 horses to the wheel. Had a spike at the top RPM and it hit 10 horsepower, but I was doing about 9.50 horses. So with this big bore kit, I'm doing 13 horsepower now, and all we did was mess with the filling. We didn't mess with the ignition timing whatsoever. If we did, we would have got more horsepower, but my mechanic felt that it would be too much compression for the stock rod, so we're going to wait for a new rod to come out, something that's going to be stronger, that can handle it, and then we'll start messing with that. Only because of the fact my mechanic knows I commute on this bike. I do have a Ducati 899, but this bike is pretty cool. I'm in uncharted waters right now, so just trying to see if this engine will last with the big bore kit, basically. So I know not too many Z riders out here have big bore kits. I know I'm the first one in Houston to get one put on, at least that I know of. But this bike, the big bore kit's amazing. The reason why we mess with feeling only is because we wanted the engine to get even cooler up top while I'm riding wide open throttle. Actually, I don't even have to ride wide open throttle anymore. But at 75% to 65% throttle, we added more fuel up there to keep the engine a little bit cooler, and also got the oil cooler to help keep the engine a lot cooler. I did get this big bore kit put on at 1,600 miles, which was about 3-4 days ago, and now I'm at 2,137 miles. So about 600 miles on the big bore kit already, and it runs good. I'm running my Motul 300V ester core full synthetic oil, 10W40. It's an awesome oil, awesome oil. Damn, I totally forgot about the tail light. Dynamic Moto Power Sports, if I'm not mistaken. It has a roll-on signal. Looks really nice. Really visible too. Extremely visible, even during the day. Also have TST Industry bar ends. And I'm gonna fire this sucker up for you guys so y'all can hear it. It's pretty loud, and the LED headlight is amazing. like for the 142 that I paid, it was worth its money. I also was able to use the OEM dust cover, so Pia knew what they were doing. I know they make good halogen bulbs, but I didn't know they made excellent LED bulbs. Yeah, it's an amazing kit. Power wheelies are way easier now. With the stock head, but with the Yoshimura pipe and the Power Commander 5 tune, I could do power wheelies in first gear. No real issue. But now with the big bore kit, it just comes right up, and I can power shift to second and ride it out. And mind you, I only ride wheelies for about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm not that type of guy who wants to ride them forever, because I'm not trying to tear up the engine. I am trying to see, how long the kit will last, so other people will know if it's good or not. Should they get it or not. I will be racking on miles with my Z. So probably by the end of this week, at least Sunday, I'll probably have another 400 or 500 miles on the Z. I do run nothing but race fuel, 96 octane. That's all I run in this bike. So I don't know about y'all or what y'all run or anything like that, but I always fill the bike up at home. I get about 110 miles before I'm on completely. So if I know I'm going further than that, then I'll just carry me some VP octane booster. So I can do that as well. I just carry it in my OGL backpack, because I know at the gas station you hit 93, and with these little tanks, you have a lot of gasoline that'll squirt out before you actually squeeze the gas handle itself on the pump. And I want to make sure I'm getting at least 93. So I'll bring the octane booster to boost it up, so I can have the bike tuned too. But other than that, guys, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. It's no problem. I don't have a problem answering questions or whatnot, or mods you should do. I do know at 65 miles per hour, I am around the 90. I'm at 9,600 RPMs. So a little bit behind that little dash in the bar right there. So I'm just a little bit behind it, but at 60 miles per hour, I'm at 8,500 RPMs. And I mean, that's, you're pretty far away from red line. I think that's a pretty good comfort zone, I say, where you're not really burning up the engine. But this bike, it pushes easy. Like, I'm 210 pounds. I don't have to tuck down anymore. I can sit upright against wind, like 10 miles per hour wind, and there's no issue at all. Like, it pushes. Like, it just goes through it like it ain't shit. So for those of you, who are into looking into this kit or wanting more power, I'd say go big bore kit. I really wish I could have put the DCR cam in the stock head and then tuned it, because I have it, but I gave it away to a buddy. So hopefully he does that, because when I basically fried the piston in the stock head, I was like, well, just screw it. Let me go ahead and get the big bore kit in the race head. So it just made more sense that way, just do it that way instead of ordering all new parts. But man, I really wish I could have tried it out and just to see how much power I could have gotten out of it. Because if I was able to get 9.5 horses to 10 horses with the stock head, then the cam probably definitely would have had me at least I feel I would have been at 11 horsepower, maybe 12, but 11 for sure, 10.5 for dang sure. And it makes a difference too. It makes a big difference. Well, who knows? Maybe I could use the DCR cam if my buddy doesn't use it. Maybe I can use it in his head. because this head does take the stock takes the stock cam cover. Oh, and mind you, on this kit, if you run it, either get some longer screws that'll poke it out more, so that way you can run your hoses easily on the outside. Otherwise, you're gonna have to shave some off, shave some of your fairing off, and that's what we did. We shaved some of our fairing off to get it on there with ease. So, didn't matter to me shaving the fairing off. As long as we were able to keep it, I was happy. So we were able to keep it, so it's fine with me. But this oil cooler does do its job. We've used those, I guess they're heat guns or heat readers or something like that. My mechanic used it after I rode it for 20 minutes and took different temperatures in different spots. Took temperatures in different spots. There we go. So he was like, yeah, it's working. So this thing had the bike 20 degrees cooler, which is pretty awesome. So it's doing its job for dang sure. Let's see, what I paid for this, the KRT edition, it was $3,400 cash, brand new. I know a lot of people ask me, like random people, is this a good beginner's bike? Honestly, I'll tell them, yeah, it's a fine beginner bike, but me personally, I don't think it is for beginners. I think this bike is more so for experienced riders. It's fun. Me being only 26, but I've been riding for 8 years straight on. I've done a lot of miles. Like on my Ducati, I've put 26,000 miles on it in 1 year. And I mean, that's just 1 year. That's not even other bikes that I've had, but I've always ridden a lot. And I've always done mileage like that in a year. So, I mean, this bike is amazing. Like for an experienced rider, we can do hook slides, power wheelies. You know, you can work on, your power wheelies and shifting it to second. You can work on covering your rear brake, because when I wheelie on the Ducati, I would never cover my rear brake. I started covering my rear brake on this bike, and it translated over to my Ducati, which was pretty cool. Because really, it didn't feel comfortable to me covering the rear brake on the Duck, but on this bike, it felt comfortable, and now covering the rear brake on the Ducati feels comfortable. So I guess you could say this bike can give you some good habits. So it's awesome. It's real awesome for an experienced rider. For a beginner rider, yeah, it's cool, I guess, to have, but you'll get bored with it. And I guess for a rookie rider, you wouldn't know about big bore kits and stuff like that. You wouldn't know about going to a dyno shop or anything like that, getting your bike tuned. You just wouldn't know because you're learning. That's just me personally. That's what I feel and think. This bike is only $3,400, but I spent about almost $2,000 in mods. So, I mean, hey, you tell me. Most rookie riders don't really have, I want to say, deep pockets just to screw off money, because I've been blowing money on this bike, like seriously. But hey, to each their own. If you're a beginner and you think this is the bike for you, then hey, be my guest, get it. I'm not knocking it. But at the same time, I know a lot of beginner riders get tired of this bike and they move up and they wind up trading these in and getting $1,500 for trade-ins, which is crazy. But hey, to each their own. Let's see here. Other than that, that's it. So if you guys have any questions, just hey, give me a shout or stay tuned. There will be more updates as I get more mileage on here and on these heads, because I'm at 600 miles with these heads, because I got the heads put on at 1,600 miles, so I'm already at 2,100. So just stay tuned, and you guys will find out if Steady Garage has a good big bore kit or not. All right, peace.